Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're all well, doing some fishing. Now today we're going to tie a fly that is suitable for both river and for still water, and it is the lemon drop mop fly. Now before I start tying, I just want to talk about the still water versions. Now this is the still water version that I use without weight. I prefer to use the fly lines to take it down to the depth for the fishing, and I have used this on a floater, a sink tip, intermediate, wetsail 2 down to a 6, and it's worked perfectly well on all of those lines without a weight. Now I haven't tried this version on a 7 or an 8. But if you're fishing a 7 or an 8 and you're fishing a lot deeper, then you may want to use a booby. And this is what I use when I'm fishing closer to the bottom, or if I'm using a heavier line. Now this is a balloon booby mop, and I tie it this way because it's a little more aerodynamic, makes it easier for casting. Now it obviously will float the same as a booby because of the foam, and some may argue that the booby eyes create a displacement of water. I haven't noticed any significant difference or a drop in the catch rate by using this style of booby. So let's get on with the river tying. Now I've got a 3.8 bead on a size 12 hook. It's a wide gape hook. Now, of course, you could use a weighted fly in the lake, possibly not a 3.8, but something a little bit lower. And I'm using 8/0 light Cahill thread. So I'm just going to set the bead. Now, the mop fly has been around for a long while, but the significant difference with this fly, the lemon drop mop, is the colour. Right, I'm going to lay down a bed of thread and back up to the bead. Right, now for the body, this is the lemon mop that I am using, and I'm just going to snip one mop off. And it looks something like that. And I'm going to bare the core by removing some of the material. Right, now I'm going to put some glue onto the thread, and that's one of the reasons why I laid down the bed of thread. Put some glue on before I tie in the mop. And when you tie in your mop, tie it from the side, because as you tie it in, it will move, and as it moves round, it will sit on top of the hook. If you don't do it from the side, when you tie it on, it will flop over to the other side. There we go, fairly simple. Now for the head, I'm going to use some Spectra dubbing, number 93. Now in the range, this is considered lemon yellow, and it matches perfectly. It may look green to some of you on the screen, but it is considered lemon yellow in the range. So I'm just going to dub this on. You can be quite generous with the dubbing because we are going to brush it out slightly. Tie that on, and before I tie it off, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the thread. And I'm going to tie off the fly. And trim up the tying thread. As I said, I'm just going to brush out some of this Spectra dubbing. And there you have the completed fly. It is such a simple tying, but it is such an effective fly. I think all mop flies have their good days, but this seems to have more than its fair share, as I say, especially in coloured water. It is all reflective for UV, both the lemon mop and the spectral dubbing. So that's an added advantage, as I say, in the coloured water. There you go, the lemon drop mop. A super fly that is not guaranteed to catch fish, but certainly as far as rainbows are concerned, they find it very attractive. Hope you enjoyed the tying. Don't hesitate to share it, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.